There's nothing quite like a deck that fits on one line, and Kyogre from Celebrations definitely does that. This is the list that we're going to be taking a look at today. It's exactly the same as the list that was featured on Tricky Gym a few days ago. Oh, obviously, it's a pretty solid deck, but is it just a meme, or is there something a little bit more to it? We'll find out. Aqua Storm is the attack that we're going to focus on. For 2 water and a colorless, we deal a whole bunch of damage to our opponent's benched Pokemon if the conditions are right. The attack allows us to discard 5 cards from the top of our deck, and for every energy card that we discard, we deal 50 damage to 2 of our opponent's benched Pokemon. That means that theoretically, if we discard 5 energies, we are able to do 250 damage to 2 benched Pokemon, and that's going to knock out most basic Pokemon in Standard at the moment. Unfortunately, it won't quite get that knockout on VMAX Pokemon that we're looking for, but the basics are pretty much what we are looking for regardless, so Aqua Storm will probably do a pretty solid job. Worst case scenario, it will discard energy and allow us to utilize our 1 copy of Volcarona, use Surging Flames, which deals 20 damage plus 20 more for every basic energy in our discard pile. That, at the end of the game, can deal a ton of damage, especially considering the fact that there are 40, look at them, 40 basic energies in this deck. There's 35 waters and 5 fire energy. Now, how is that large number of energy actually going to be useful to us? Obviously, we've got Cryogonal with Element Chain to allow us to attach energies to our Pokemon. We look at the top 6 cards of our deck with Cryogonal for a single water energy, and attach any basic energy that we find there to our Pokemon in any way that we like. So Cryogonal with Element Chain will get our Kyogres powered up. When we've Aqua Stormed a couple of times, our Volcarona will be powered up and ready to take the last couple of prizes to win the game. So I think this one is a really, really cool list. We'll jump over onto the ladder and see if this one's real or if it's just a bit of a meme. Into our first game, I will say this for your knowledge. I just spent like 2.5 hours recording some games with these decks, and it's worked relatively well. I mean, relatively well. You get hands like this a lot. We'll quick ball and grab ourselves a Kyogre. Hopefully we can get ourselves set up. That would be fantastic. I'm sick of repeating this intro, frankly. Element Chain will put some energies onto our Kyogre. We've got 3 waters, so we may as well attach those. We'll attach all of them to the bench Kyogre. Now let's actually say what I meant to say. I have spent the last couple of hours recording games, and I got 3. Just good. And then I realized that my audio wasn't being recorded, so it was just me sitting in the corner being like... Which I tell you what, was very, very frustrating. So we are back, and hopefully it doesn't take me another couple of hours to get more games with this Kyogre deck. But you know what? If it does, it does, and that's the key. I should just learn to put the audio on, shouldn't I? Anyway, we will see whether or not this deck is a meme, or whether it is real, whether it's an actual competitive deck, or whether it's just a bit of a joke. To be honest, it's been a bit of both. Sometimes it works really, really well. Other times, obviously, it's a little bit iffy. It does rely on chance quite a bit. But when 2/3 of your deck is energy, it's actually not that hard to get yourself powered up and also attacking. Now, the real issue is actually starting with the Cryogonal and having a Kyogre on the bench. Those are the issues that we really need to contend with. Escape Rope is bad for us. If we get attacked and get knocked... Okay, they're not going to attack us. They're going to money us. Okay, that's fine. If we had have got knocked out there, that would have been the end of this game. So, it would have been really, really quite rough. We've been given a decent hand. Normally, you wouldn't say that this is a decent hand. It's just got a ton of energy in it, but it has a Sonia, so that's good. We can thin some non-energy cards out of the deck. Plus, we know we are not getting knocked out, which means that we can at least get an attack off this turn. I feel good. I feel happy. Hopefully the Aqua Storm can take a knockout or 2. The last thing we want is to hit 1 energy out of the 5 from Aqua Storm and miss a knockout on anything. I'd really love if we can to get 4 so I can knock the Crobat out on the bench. Crobat is like it's like a couple of free prizes for our deck. We really like to see them if we can. They're going to quick ball here, go for an Ice Rider. Okay, so now if we get 5 energy, we could knock out an Ice Rider on the bench. 5 is a little much, though. I don't know if it's going to be possible. And just a pass from our opponent. So we are going to Sonia. We're going to grab, not the Fire Energy, we're going to grab 2 Kyogres out of the deck. We want to thin cards out so that we are giving ourselves the best chance to hit into energy off Aqua Storm. Can we get 4? So we can knock out the Crobat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Well, this is going to be a game. We're going to knock out those 4 prizes on the bench, the Crobat and also the Ice Rider, and we're going to pick up ourselves a couple of prizes. And hey, that Volcarona off of the prize is pretty good. That's very good. And a Sonia, alright. Alright. Well, we are, for want of a better word, looking very, very good here, ladies and gentlemen. Looking very, very good. If they don't knock us out this turn, we've got a really great chance to win the game. 6 energies in the discard pile is a bit iffy for Volcarona, though. We won't be able to take the knockout on the Suicune, I don't think, because they will have what? Yeah, there'll be 9 in the discard pile, 9 energy after they knock out the Kyogre, so I don't think it's possible for us, even if we like go into the Cryogonal and retreat, I don't think it's possible for us to get the knockout with Volcarona V, especially because of the Cape of Toughness, so we might need to just go into Cryogonal and maybe try and get another couple of Kyogres in play. There's no way that our opponent can realistically expect to take 6 prizes against us before we get a couple of Kyogres set up. The question will really be, are there going to be enough energies left in the deck for us to be able to attack? And I'm guessing probably. We'll wait and see. Obviously, there's a lot of water to go under this bridge yet. But we've got a game. At the very least, a game is being played. A game of Pokemon cards is being played. And at this stage, at this late stage in the day, that is all I can ask for. Also, I'm going to make a montage of all of the losses that I've had today, or as many of them as I managed to record and keep the footage of, so hopefully you enjoyed that at the very beginning. Yeah, we'll wait and see. We're going to promote Cryogonal here. We've got plenty of outs to try and win this game, but we need to get a couple of Kyogres powered up. So what we're going to do is we are going to Sonia. We'll grab a couple of energy. There's what? What's that, 24? Okay, so there's 24 out of 31 energies in the deck. So as long as we get a few of them, we should be fine. We will play down the Volcarona. We will, I mean, we could play down the Kyogre. Let's Element Chain here. Only 2? What? Excuse me? 2? I mean, we put them on the Kyogre, so it's fine. There were 24 energies in the deck. 24 energies, 31 cards, and we've found... Oh my god, okay. Right, so... Not ideal. Not ideal at all, but it's okay. Oh god, okay, so what are we going to do here? I think we just attach to one of our Kyogres and attack. And hopefully we can get a bunch of energy. It's probably actually not that bad, because it means now that there's still 20-something energies left in the deck. So we've got a pretty good chance of discarding at least 3, which is going to be the number that we are looking at here. We need 2 prizes, so 3... Boss's orders, okay, fair enough, sure. They're going to Blizzard Rondo into us, and that's okay. Yeah, so we're looking for 3 energy off of our Aqua Storm. Hopefully we can get 3, because that'll win us the game here. So we're just going to attack with Kyogre. We're going to attack Aqua Storm. We just need 3. 3 energies off of the top would be great. We've managed to get 5. Alright, so we can take some knockouts here. Get our last few prizes. It's worked. The deck has worked. It only took our opponent stalling for a turn, but we did manage to get a victory. 2 more to go. It's game 2, and things don't often start this well. I've been desperately waiting for a hand like this, with a Sonia and a Cryogonal start. It's looking good. It is looking very good. And our opponent's only using Intrepid Sword, and they didn't get any energy. Okay, I don't want to make any big scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to make a big fuss. But we could have ourselves another game here. We've got 2 Kyogre thanks to the Sonia, a Water Energy attachment, and an Element Chain for 5 energy, which is pretty good. Cannot complain about that. That will power up one of our Kyogres and get the other on 2 energies. A little disappointing to see a Fire Energy in there, but to be honest, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Whereas we've got 1 colorless cost on our Kyogre, so it's not the end of the world. Plus, we also have a Fire Energy in hand for our Volcarona if we want to use it. And I will say this much, the Volcarona is a very good attacker in the Zacian matchup. We can take knockouts on them even when we've only got a few energy in the discard pile. So, a very good attacker. We might be onto another game. We might have found ourselves another game. Alright. Now we just need to wait and see what our opponent does. They've got a Zacian. They've got a couple of Sobbles. I got a couple of Sobos, a couple of Sobos, and they are Intrepid sorting, so they're giving us plenty of opportunity here, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of chances. Let's attach to the Kyogre. We will retreat into our Kyogre. Let's Sonia thin the deck out. We'll get those, we'll get the Kyogre. We don't want to discard that. We'll get those out of the deck. We will throw down the Kyogre. And then actually, no, we won't. Let's play the Cryogonal down, though. We don't care about that. We will play the Kyogre, and then we will Aqua Storm, get as many energy as possible. At least two. At least two. Oh, 5! Oh, let's get rid of the Zacian. See you later, buddy. I was hoping for 2 so we could get rid of the Sobbles, but I'm happy to take a Zacian prize. 3 prizes for us, and that means that all the prizes that we need to take to win the game are in play. They're in play. We've got the Kyogre for next turn. We can take knockouts on benched Pokemon if they choose to play any down. And we've got the Volcarona in hand. So next turn we can play it down if we want to. I don't want to make any sweeping statements. No generalizations. But this could be a second game. To be honest, I'll probably keep it in. Even if I lose, I'm getting very tired of playing Kyogre. It's been a long day. Especially considering the first 3 games that I played all didn't have any audio. So essentially, we played like 20 games, and I got 3 that were good, right? Because one of the problems with this deck is that when it does what it's supposed to do, it usually ends games quickly, right? So yeah, I got those 3 games, then I went to edit it, and there was no audio. And hopefully there's audio now. If there isn't, then you're just going to get a soundless game. It's just going to be soundless. But it's been pretty rough. But I've got lots of games with the deck, and you know what? It's looking pretty good here. Let's grab the Cryogonals with this Sonia. There's only energies and things in the deck now. We're going to play down the Volcarona. We're going to attach the Fire Energy, and then we are going to play down Kyogre and Aqua Storm. Now, we just need 2 water energies there, and we've managed to find 3, so that's pretty good. Now, here's the thing. We've got 2 prizes left to take. Our opponent has a Zacian on the field. They cannot attack this turn, because they attacked last turn, so they're going to need Switch, Basic, and Air Balloon. Now, they've got a pretty big hand. They've got 10 cards in their hand, but the chances of them having Switch, Basic, Air Balloon are, you know, iffy, especially considering they don't have any Sobbles in play. The worst case scenario for us is Basic, Switch, Air Balloon, and Boss's Orders to knock out the Volcarona. That would be the worst case scenario. Then we would need to hope for the best with Aqua Storm, but the chances of them having all those cards together with no Sobbles in play, 50-50 maybe? I don't know. I don't want to say 50-50, that seems pretty high. They're switching. They're air ballooning, so they've got the hard part. Do they have the boss? To end my career, do they have Boss's Orders? Not just an attachment. Okay, this is fine. And then they broke. Oh, okay. So now, we need to punish our opponent by getting... We need to get 5 energy off of the top deck here. This is so stupid. Alright. Let's just roll the dice. We're going to throw the Kyogre into the active. We need 5 energy off of the top of the deck to punish our opponent for drawing well. Do we get him? Yes, we do. See you later, buddy. And it's just as easy as that. 2 prizes. Victory. I'll give you one more. How does that sound? One more game. And we've got ourselves a pretty good setup. I've played like 50 games with this deck, and I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of it. At least there's going to be lots of losses for my compilation, though. We've gone at about 15-50, I think, depending on what the outcome of this game is. So it's been acceptable. We've won about a third. I'm going to say we've won about a third, maybe 17. I don't know how to do maths, especially not on the fly. We've won about a third of the games that we've played. Not all of them have been amazing. Some of them have been good. Most of them weren't recorded. Most of them had no sound. It was a disaster. I'm very tired. I'm hopeful that my opponent doesn't just absolutely destroy us with Rapid Strike here. That would be crushing. Absolutely crushing. And they're going to Crobat for 3 here. So they've benched down for me some good prizes. I can take some prizes on that Crobat. We can take some prizes on the Passimian. It's not too difficult, and our opponent has given us a no energy, no attacker turn. So if ever there was a chance for us to win, it was now. We'll grab the Kyogre. We need a couple of those. We're going to attach the energy to the Cryogonal, and then Element Chain. 5 energy is fantastic. Alright, let's power up a ton of Kyogres here. And we really need to just pop off. We need to get a ton of Kyogre attacking and quickly. And hopefully we don't discard our one copy of Volcarona, because that would be just sad. That would be so sad. Oh, if we did that, that would be crushing, but that's okay. Marcelo on our opponent's side of the field is going to set up all of his Rapid Strike Pokemon very, very shortly and end our lives anyway. He's just gonna take the knockouts on the Kyogres, and it's not going to make a difference. By the way, I've answered the question, is it real or is it a meme? It's a meme. It's taken my energy out of me. It's sapped my soul, this deck. It sapped my soul, but I tell you what, we're looking pretty good here. Let's retreat. Let's punish that energy attachment on that Zero Aura by getting 5 off of the top with Aqua Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, only 4. I'll just take 3 prizes, I think. We'll take the Crobat for sure. We'll take the Bassimian. Let's get him out of here. We don't need to worry about those prizes. We'll get the prizes on the Zero Aura soon. Let's take 3 here. We need to take 3 more prizes to win the game. Oh, beautiful. Oh, another Kyogre. I was about to say beautiful 3 energy cards off of the prizes, but you know what? We've done all right. We've got ourselves another Kyogre. This is fine. These things are fine. Now next turn we can Aqua Storm again. Hopefully they bench some more Pokemon for me to knock out. And we can also start powering up another Kyogre, which I'd like. But you know what? These games are much easier when your opponent does nothing, so maybe just a pass? Marcelo, maybe just a pass, my friend. Thank you very much. All right, let's go. Let's go. And we've got Sonia, so we can grab the Volcarona. All right, so suddenly the game is on. I'm feeling like I might be able to potentially get a victory here. Okay, so let's Aqua Storm. Actually, no, we'll bench the Volcarona just in case they money. Aqua Storm. Give me 5. Give me 5. We got 5 up on the top. Okay, settle down. Everybody settle down. I don't want... just a second, I'm just gonna check my OBS. I'm just gonna make sure that there's audio. There is. Okay. This turn coming up, we may be able to utilize Volcarona V to knock out our opponent's Medicham. Our opponent's done nothing, but I'm still gonna put it in because I'm sick of playing. I'm sick of playing with Kyogre. I don't want to do it anymore. Just give me a Fire Energy, please. Oh, I'm in the Fire Energy on the active thing. It'll be fine. Okay, so it should be over. It should be over. We have 11 energy. We've got 14 when we retreat into the Volcarona. Then we can attach the fire. And then Surging Flames for victory. The meme is real. We managed to win. Oh, it's finally over. Alright, now my reaction to the last game probably showed you exactly what you need to know about how good this deck actually is, but we'll go through the process of doing the rating regardless because it's very interesting. Cost-wise, I've given this one an A. There's only like 20 cards that are worth money because 40 of them are energy, and all of those cards are relatively cheap, so pretty cheap overall. Cost-wise, very effective. Power-wise, also pretty good. I mean, 250 damage, if you can get to that damage, is solid. It's going to take knockouts on all of the basics in the game, as well as half hitting most VMAXs, which is very, very powerful. Where this deck struggles is its consistency. Now, let's talk about that for a second. If you want this deck to work, you need to go second, so 50-50 chance of that happening. Usually you'll go first. Usually you'll go second, so that's probably fine. You need to start a Cryogonal, so 4 out of 60 chance of that, I guess. Is that how maths works? I don't know. Regardless, you need to start Cryogonal. You also need to have multiple Kyogre in your hand so that you can get yourself set up. Then you need to accelerate a bunch of energy, which shouldn't be too hard. And then you need to Aqua Storm and discard cards and get energy. And you need to do that multiple times. And then you need to not discard the Volcarona and you need to attach the Fire Energy. And there's only 5 of them. There's a lot going on. I've given this one a Q for consistency. It's that far down. I don't know if consistency is this deck's strength or not. Probably not. I mean, it's not great. Overall, a lot of fun. Take this one out onto the ladder and have a bit of a laugh with it, but definitely don't expect to win games. Oh, it's been a grind. So there you have it. Kyogre is pretty good. I'm tired. I'm going to end this video very quickly. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video. That would be great. I've got a new light. Is my face brighter? You probably didn't even notice. If you did, leave a comment down below. I'd appreciate it. And stick around for more videos. The schedule has changed slightly. We're uploading instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then doing a live on Saturday morning. We're uploading Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then having the live on Saturday morning. So it's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for me. It's going to be better for everyone. If you want to know when those videos come out, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, I think, American time. It's in my channel somewhere, and the banner or something. I don't know. Look for it. You'll find it. I said I was going to do a quick outro. This is a long one. Goodbye.